Yeah, thank you all. Very good morning, and thank you for inviting me for the speech. I will be talking about more difficulties about supply chain. It is not a kind of complaining, okay, how difficult job we have, but what are the solutions, right? So I will also touch base about how rated power solutions can be a great help. Have you heard the term VUCA? So the world is becoming more VUCA, meaning more volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous, right? I mean, this is a kind of military term, but we saw that in the COVID-19, right? So supply chain interrupted, and we understood that how fragile it is. In a VUCA environment, right? I mean, what you can do. Everything is complex, uncertain, what you can do, right? There is one thing you shouldn't do, it is panicking, right? I mean, don't panic. So all you need is a kind of data points. You need to understand what's going on in the market and what kind of decisions you can take based on information, right? In supply chain, we see four main challenges. It's not unique to any industry, but it is very important for the solar industry. I think the most important message here in this event, speeding the energy transition. And the solar itself plays an important role because solar is the most affordable, most scalable source of energy. And I think this is a big solution, right? I mean, if you look at other non-renewable energy sources, they have to deal with a fuel, right? It can be coal, it can be oil, it can be natural gas. We understood that how dangerous it is to leave your energy sources to only one source. And the cost visibility. I think this is one of the important enablers of the rated power tool, right? I will explain this. How can we use rated power for this one? Innovation, as Andrea said, that creativity will be the most important element for the sustainable future. And the humankind will find, believe it or not, a kind of rational solution to all the problems we all created, right? And sustainability. Supply security, and not all the minerals are equally distributed, okay? Chile has the copper, Australia has lithium, Russia has natural gas. So it is not fair, right? Because we have borders. And the value of the goods defined by the scarcity. Okay, more scarce it is more expensive, right? This is our capitalist world, right? And that's why we see that, okay, we would like to go to heterojunction, but do we know that how many tons of silver we need? And or you go to thin film, where is the cadmium coming from, right? These are the things. I mean, you have plans, but the Mother Earth is not allowing us to materialize those in a short term. We should be ready. And the things are fluctuating, volatile, right? And because when you interrupt the supply chain, it is becoming, you are creating scarcity. When in COVID time, you are rushing to buy all the toilet papers from supermarket, right? So you are creating a kind of high demand for toilet papers or disinfectants. What is happening? The price is jumping. And what is next? Everybody investing in this business because this is very profitable business, right? So you are building big capacity. In the end, price dropping because you have oversupply. This is exactly what happened in polysilicon, right? And so this is one of the other challenges, right? Third challenge is there are more and more products coming into market without properly test, right? P-type. Poor P-type died already, right? And now N-type is coming, now heterojunction is coming, right? The big turbine blades are coming, and the things are becoming more complex, and you don't know which technology really has a kind of childhood disease, right? This is one of the difficulties that supply chain or the engineering has to tackle with. And unfortunately, the fourth one is the supply chain transparency, especially in our business. I'm not only buying solar panels, but I'm talking for solar for this event. We have some challenges because 15 years ago, most of the production was in Europe or US or Japan, but we enjoy that. We moved the production base to China, and guess what? We enjoy the low cost, right? And so now we understand that, oh, there's something wrong there, right? And there's something wrong in and it can be in any country. So we need to clarify, we need to clean our supply chain, we need to create some transparency, and with all those things, right, you need a kind of one source of information. Digitalization is the future. The procurement function probably will die after 10 years because ChatGPT will be doing the negotiation, right? So you will tell this, okay, this is the location of my, or you don't even tell. The ChatGPT will look into Earth, Google Earth, and define the best solution, best location, right, for a power plant, and they choose the technology. Okay, this tracker, this module, right, and this is the price. And they go to market, online auction, and the bidders, ChatGPTs, will be bidding for this. You will not see any humankind, luckily, in this process. And so we'll go in retirement. And I think I'm the last generation who had to go to libraries for homework, right? If you look at the speed of the regional tech information, it cannot be compared like my generation, right? And this will be the future. So what about this tool, right? When I was working in India for a solar company, now it's bankrupt and to change the name, but anyway, I can't talk about it. In each organization, right, procurement, they need to know from procurement, what is the cost of this plant? How many cents, right? This is a typical question you receive. And you should be consistent, right? I mean, because people like to compare. Oh, 3 months ago, you gave this price, now it is, for another project, it is 57 cents, although 60 cents. So you need a kind of the mechanism behind. If you don't have it, like the story in India, I had a guy, I mean, usually those guys providing prices or the cost estimations, they're very special characters, right? I mean, they know the information, but if they understand that the information is the currency, they're holding it, right? And they're not very transparent. When I ask the question, okay, Bimal, what is the cost of this project? And what do you estimate? 55 cents, sir, okay? When you ask the same question on Monday, next week, it's become 60 cents, right? We don't know, okay, where is this 3 cents coming from? Maybe he's mood, maybe he made a fight with the wife over the weekend, right? There is no consistency. To answer those questions, I think the tool, we develop our internal tool, to be honest, right? And but when we came across the rated power in my former company, in this company, we said, this is a good solution. It is not 100% perfect solution. There's no one, right, in the market. There's no one, there's nothing 100% perfect. But, okay, design is relatively easy, right? So because bill of quantities, it's multiplying, is an engine, so it is fixed. But you cannot fix the price or the cost, although it is commoditized, right? I mean, module prices, etc. But the cost of this project this quarter is completely different than after 5 quarters. You need a kind of time simulation, right? Is it wise to build this project now or after five quarters? This is the continuous iteration, right? I mean, you need to, and as investment should do, right? And the procurement plays an important role because we have some visibility in the market. But of course, your sourcing department should have very close connect to the market, collect the market intelligence to understand what will be the module price, what will be the tracker price, what will be the cost of labor in any market, so that you can freely run simulations, right? Even engineering department can do that, right? If you maintain your databases of the prices and for any market. Anyone in the organization can build the plant and the run simulation, not only compare LCOE, but also compare the CapEx, right? I mean, LCOE is an important comparison tool, but CapEx is the one, the cash out, right, immediately. So it is the king, yeah? And that's why our experience with the rated power tool, any tool like this, right? I mean, this is give you a kind of consistency. So you will be able to explain what is the bridge between two estimations. Quantity change, you can easily see it, right? I mean, you can see that, okay, in this project, the first estimation I used only tracker. Second one, I couldn't fit completely because terrain was difficult. I had to use some fixed tilt in combination, okay? You can quantify this. In meantime, module price change. In meantime, steel price change. You can easily explain that. You can also compare, because people also like to compare. In Italy, this project is 50 cents, other project 60 cents. What's going on, right? In the same state, right? So terrain is difficult. And the things will be getting more difficult because in especially developed countries, we will not see the easy lands anymore, right? Because these are the expensive lands. They are fertile lands. We need the agro PV, for instance, right? So terrains will be more rocky, more hilly, more distant. That's why you need a kind of integrated tool to run any simulations for future-ready scenarios, right? And this is yeah, things will get more digital, right? And this is the fate you cannot escape from. But if I go back to this, the message or purpose, right? I mean, our industry, I'm talking on behalf of solar, has big responsibility. Everybody has a responsibility in this if you are working for the industry. So it requires, as Andrea said, collaboration. So it's a kind of competition mindset will not be productive going forward. So we should cooperate with our competitors. We should collaborate with our suppliers, and we should improve. We should eliminate the roadblocks for acceleration. And yeah, that's why I think mindset change will require, but if you look at what's going on in the geopolitics, this is, again, is very predictable irrationality of humankind. But at least we can do our homework, right? And we can deliver our promise. I think I'm 2 minutes over. So thank you very much for your attention. Really appreciate it. And have a good rest of the event.